Good morning, folks. I have been working on a project and I had to find a way on a Google form. You can see I'm working on a Google form now. This is actually a form that I use to update a Google Calendar and I could make a video about that, but right now I wanted to just focus on one piece of this. I wanted to create a unique ID, and I think there's sometimes when you're working with Google Forms and it's actually writing the data to a sheet that you might want to create a unique ID for each event that gets created. And so this shows you how you could do that with the data that is contained in the timestamp. And what it's doing is, let's take a look here. First of all, you can see it's an array literal. I'm setting in the header row with this event ID by using an array literal with my semicolon, and then the formula is an array formula, and we're first checking to see if there's data in column A. If there is not, then we don't want to do anything. We don't want this to write data from a blank row. And so if there is no data, or if there is data, I would say, then we're going to take ID and we're going to concatenate it with the row number, and then we're going to take the text of what's in the timestamp. And I can show you here, here's the timestamp, here's that text, and you can see we're taking the year because the timestamp is really shown with the day, month, day, year. We're taking the year, the month, the day, the hour, the minute, the second. So really, every one of these would be unique because it's even if two events were added at exactly the same time, they would have a different row number on the sheet. So you can see my event IDs are this ID and you know, one thing, I might even change this a little bit further. I might put a hyphen here. So now when I do that, you can see here's my IDs with a hyphen in them, all created from this set of data. So you can see it's row 2, 2024, 04, 04, and then the exact time, 07, 58, 33. So that's a really nice way that you could create a unique ID for every row that gets created in a form submit, because every one of these has a timestamp, and we're just creating an event ID with the timestamp.